Hey there guys and girls, welcome back to the Automation AI Car Generator Championships. Today we'll be taking our 1956 split of Gasmean cars out to Road Atlanta, where we'll be trying to match or beat our automation test time on that track. So let's see what the cars have to offer. Yes, we are here at Road Atlanta to test our 50s Gasmea bracket of cars. And we are here with the Caliber, our first car, which is GT Premium car. On the road test I found it was quite heavy because it's got lots of posh stuff in it. A bit wallowy, but it was still very nice to drive, quite fast. And yeah, you'll see with this particular body, you'll see me use these lights because they're the only ones that seem to fit, because you should never put lights on the trunk or boot lid. But hey, hopefully we'll have more options like these in the future. These don't even really look that 50s, to be honest, do they? But hey ho, let's go out on track and see how she fares. So I'm expecting to be going a bit slower through the corners than I am on the straights, that's for sure. Duh. But yeah, more than I would usually, because this thing is likely to slide with all the weight that it's got. There we are, like that. Just going to find the limit and stay just on it. Racing 101, eh? Oh. Yeah, it can't go mad with the throttle there, that's for sure. Oh dear. Brake, 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 brake. Yeah, not great there. Okay, yeah, end of the practice lap. Let's go for a proper lap with a proper camera. Okay, that's better. Looking at my airspeed compared to my wheel speed to see when to change gear during wheel spin. That's one of the main reasons I have it up. Gently through here. Down to second for this bit. Hop the curb. There we go. Trying to avoid the wheel spin, but it's not easy. Plenty of weight here to have to combat. Okay, up to third, 90 miles an hour, picking up nicely still. Let's go careful into here, we'll call it a high second, or mid-second. Oh my goodness, that was a catch. Okay, back straight. Finally, this won't be boring with this car. It'll be half interesting. We should at least hit 110, I would imagine. But probably not much more than that due to all the weight. Once we hit 110. And yeah, not much more than that. We'll get a little bit more now we're going downhill. We're doing 115 before the hill, 120. I'm hard on the brakes because it's quite fast for drum brakes. Oh, steady. I want to break free. Sorry, I won't sing again. Oh, wow. Oh, and across the line for 2 minutes, 0.587. So, not bad. Quickest one out of the previous cars we were driving in the last category, and the automation time was 1:59.83, so we didn't actually beat it this time, but that's very close. It's basically a second or two, between a second and two. I'm not going to do the maths. So yeah, that was very close. On to the next one. Okay, time for the Nat. Now this one might actually be a little boring on the back straight, but we'll see. So let's go for a lap. But on the road test, this was actually still pretty fun, even though it has 50 horsepower. Just under, I think, might be 47 or 44. But it was surprisingly peppy for what it is. So it shouldn't be as terrible as some of the slow cars in the 40s category were. Yeah, that's nice smooth turning feel there. Predictable. But yes, this is the Fun budget, so this is the cheaper version of the other one that we have, which is Fun Premium. And my goodness, was that fun as well. But this, considering it's a budget car, still brings a smile to your face. Even if it does look like a bumper car from the back. And yeah, there's about where it's happy for speed. 75, 80. Drop it down a second for that bit. Quite steep up there. Yeah, it's not gonna turn any heads and give them whiplash, that's for sure. Go low third for this. Yeah, quite predictable steering and weight transfer. Okay. Now, let's see what we can stretch to. Yeah, didn't like to go too high revs there, it slowed down, lost some torque curve. 70? Are we gonna make 70? It's about there, it's stopped. 69. Oh well. That's where you're happy, that's where you're happy. Oh, 70, now we're going downhill. But that was 69 miles an hour flat out on the flat. No more. Brake here. Oh. Yeah, that was a little bit unpredictable then, but we did load it up quite hard. I'm sure the suspension is not an expensive option, being a budget part of Fun, being a Fun budget car I should say. Definitely has the fun factor though. Okay, across the line for a 227.515. So yeah, not too bad. Not too good either really. And in automation it got a 231.44. So we managed to beat that by 4 seconds. Okay, next up is the Heartwood, the Fun Premium car. And I had a lot of fun with this on the road test. And have high hopes for the track tests. So let's find out. This is actually fitted with a 16 valve 4-cylinder motor, so it is quite peppy. And the handling was absolutely brilliant on the road test. I had a right laugh with it. Even if it does look terrible. Like the Civic Type R of the 50s. Handles so nicely. It could definitely use more power. The handling could account for more power. Oh, that's just so much better than the other cars. Just invokes confidence constantly. Not the fastest way round, but it's definitely showed off the ability to catch a slide, and that was an ability. So, how long will it take us to get to the end of this one? 80 miles an hour, much better than the Fun budget car we just tested. Well, we're not getting much more than 80 until we get down the hill. To a long fourth gear, being an overdrive gear it should be, and brake a bit earlier than the other car. Yeah, a bit slow. I probably braked a bit too hard for that. So we strangle it over the final crest into the last turn. across the line for a 2 minutes 12.915. So that's 15 seconds quicker than the Fun Budget car. That's pretty awesome. And in automation, it got a 2:15.04, so we beat that by 2.5 seconds roughly. Okay, next up we have the Signet, our pony car. This one is the only one so far with an automatic transmission. Only 2-speed, so this would probably not be very fast. Well, there we go, 2-gear automatic. Yes, acceleration is not really a thing. But what I remember from the road test, handling wasn't a thing either, so... Yay. But, again, it's completely unique from all the rest. In the way it feels and drives and sounds. Oh, just about made that. The back end wants to just walk around. It's like it's on ice. It's pretty heavy, I would imagine, judging by the feel. Oh my goodness. Yes, nothing racy about this one. I imagine it would have been better with a manual box, especially as it's Pony, but I suppose Pony has to double as a family car. I think Pony's like a compromise car, something you can use for your family, but is also fun to drive in some respects, or at least fast in a straight line, where, well, this probably would be quite good for a family, but straight line speed, what's that then? Wow, this is like driving a tractor. Well, we're doing 80, we're going to give it that. But for an inline 6, probably expect a little bit more. And that's probably why it's so heavy. We need to brake early, probably about here. Yeah, that was about right. Maybe a touch early. Half of least resistance up the hill. Come on! Finally to the last corner, and across the line for a 2:17.731. So it was only 2 seconds slower than the Heartwood, so it just felt a lot slower because it's, yeah, groaning away with its long geared 2-speed automatic, and in automation it got a 2:24.48, so we beat that by quite some margin there. So yes, definitely aided by driver skill, I guess. Okay, so next up we have the Camel, our second muscle car. Tuned in nicely this time, so hopefully we can get a decent lap out of her and not sit on the rev limiter for the whole back straight. Big muscly engine. But lots of weight. This thing is heavy and it doesn't like cornering. Gently does it. Steady round there. Doing okay so far. Just have to be very careful with it because it's like a giant breeze block with a V8. Not too bad. It's a critical point though, the corner exit, you lose speed for the straight ahead. Tip it in. Wowzer. That is a lot of weight. back straight at a half decent rate. 95. Reach the top of 4th for the braking zone. Sorry, 3rd. Won't bother changing. Probably brake a bit early there. Steady in the corner. Over the crest. See if we can full throttle this. Load it up nice and gently. Yeah. A little bit of wheel spin at the end there, but that was pretty fast through the start-finish gate. So 2 minutes 8.461 for the Camel muscle car. And in automation it got a 2 minutes 8.75. So very close there. Just beat that by a gnat's whisker. 0.3 seconds roughly. So quite happy with that. Okay, final car of the cluster. The Vision sports car. A nice V8. Let's see how well she does on Road Atlanta. Okay, away nicely, not too much wheel spin. Revving nicely. See how we go around some turns. Yep, pretty stable. Probably stay in 3rd for that. Whoop. It's sideways there. We stay in 3rd for this. There we go. Nice bit of V8 torque up the hill into the power range. Stay in 3rd. Around there, pretty stable. Hard on the brakes, down to 2nd for this turn. A bit messy through there, but not too bad. Okay, down the back straight, see what kind of speed this car can get. Expect the highest of the lot so far. That's 100 miles an hour. 160 k's. Brakes, because I'm scared it's got rubbish brakes. Oh yes, it does a little bit. Not too bad through there. Oh, that was pretty bad. Don't want to do that too often. Into 4th, flat out. There we are, across the line. 2 minutes 2.690. Not bad. And in automation it got a 2 minutes 2.32, so we didn't quite beat that time there. But we'll go with pretty much the first time I get that's not a disaster. There were some messy parts, but we'll go with that. It's basically just for comparison. With practice I'm sure I could beat most of the times, but that's just the way practice is. Okay, so that's Road Atlanta done for the 2nd category, the 50s group from Gasmea. I had a lot of fun here. Great track, great cars. Next we'll be moving on to Grand Valley Speedway for the next episode. And we'll see how well they do there. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later guys and girls. Bye-bye.